What is up, everybody? We are here for, what is it now, episode, I can't remember, 4? Thank you, Zach, because I could not remember. It was episode 4. It's been a whirlwind in the last month. But we have another new member. We got another debut, Keano.
What's up?
Do you want to give a little introduction about yourself?
Obviously, I know if y'all seen me around Tigervision here. My name is Keano Smith. I'm a PRTM major, and I'm just glad to be on the show.
Nice. I love the intro. And we have Toby, who's now on for his third consecutive? Second consecutive.
Not even consecutive.
Oh, no, you weren't here last week. I forgot. So that was actually, but yeah, and we're excited to start. I think we
Really know a lot about me there, Brian.
My bad. It's been a lot of people running through here. So I'm very excited. We have a really good lineup. I think we have a really good roster. We've had so much fun trying to get this thing started up. So as we start off, usually it's our, in my opinion, my favorite topic, because we all get to share what's on our mind, what hot takes we have, what our opinions, and it's let's be real. So let's be real with a few of our takes. I'm gonna go first, and I've been waiting for this one. This hit me probably a few weeks ago. I was thinking, I had a waffle for the first time, here at least.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Don't worry. I had a waffle here for the first time. I made my own, has a little paw print, pretty cool. But I realized, because I put syrup on it, I believe waffles and pancakes are better plain.
You dirty.
That is my hot take.
That's wrong.
You dirty little.
Waffles and pancakes are better without syrup and without butter.
No, that's just wrong. I can do without the butter, but a plain pancake or a plain waffle, you're just eating bread at that point.
Which is good.
It's fine, but see, I can understand how you might not like syrup with just syrup. But what I like to do with mine is I put peanut butter and then I put the syrup on top, and then you get some protein with it.
Peanut butter and syrup? No.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Yeah.
No.
It's really, really good.
Mind you. Do y'all like your waffles crunchy or soft?
If by soft you mean like warm, yes,
I mean
absolutely.
like flimsy, like you could cut it.
I like
up
them
and
fluffy.
It ain't gonna crunch.
Yeah, fluffy is the right
Fluffy.
word.
See, I don't know about yours, one, because I don't know how that waffle is going down your throat. Obviously, you got to have like a drink.
I get like milk.
Milk?
That's
that's
not a cookie.
Like you eat it and then
not
like you
cooking.
drink it with
Yo,
it.
that's insane.
No, you just eat it plain.
obviously.
You eat it like bread.
Oh no, buddy.
Nah.
Like a roll.
Oh no.
You're just eating bread. Like it's filler. It's not breakfast.
It's good. It's healthier than just syrup.
It's not. I don't. Well, waffle. That's fair because.
Where have you been all your life?
Like when I used to wake up in the morning and we'd have those Eggos that you throw in the toaster.
Yeah.
And one morning I was running late and I felt lazy to put butter and syrup on just because it's a lot of effort to then like get all that stuff and it gets stuck in the little grates and everything.
Man, it is.
It's not as much effort in.
There's so much effort right now.
It's not as much effort. No, I'm talking about the butter. I hate the butter part of
Oh
it.
yeah, the butter. The butter. I can do away with the butter.
With waffles, the butter is so hard to do. With pancakes, it's much easier. I just like not having the syrup on there. So to me, I just like not having to put that stuff on, and it's good. It's like bread. But I used to wake up in the morning, I'd throw it in the toaster, 2 minutes, go get changed real quick, come back out, and just eat the waffle.
Okay, this is how I like my waffles. Okay, 3 stacked. 1 pancake, 2 not pancake. 1 waffle, 2 waffle, 3 waffle. Cut it up just a little bit. Let the syrup drizzle in there. So each section has a good, nice layer of syrup. Got to drench it in syrup. Because if you don't, at that point, what you're eating is bread. And then at that point, you might stick the bread in a waffle maker, close it, let it warm up for a minute, and then you got a bread waffle. So at this point, I think you have lost your mind.
The syrup's just too sweet.
I think that's just
Sticky,
a bad argument.
gets all
You
over your
need something
hands.
to go with it. How often do you go up to your loaf of bread and take a piece of bread? I'll do it if it's like cinnamon raisin bread, but even still, like there has to be something with it.
It's not the same. Like, I like plain waffles, just eating it, because it's kind of like bread. If I had a choice, I'd rather do like a chocolate chip waffle. It's like a muffin.
I can understand.
It's like a muffin to me. It's a different texture.
No,
than
I
the
understand
bread.
if it has a filling or if you have like blueberry pancakes or something. Like you don't need syrup with it then, but still, it's just dry. Like I feel like you need something
You need that
to
extra.
balance the dryness.
That's where you get like the chocolate milk or the regular milk.
I
I just like any waffle. I just like better without syrup.
As the French say, you need that little bit of à la sequin.
That was a good pronunciation because I can't hit that.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know.
It sounded good. It sounded very good.
It sounded real good, but I don't know what it means. I came up with that. I'm telling you.
All right, well, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. And then you said peanut butter.
Yeah,
Peanut butter's-
I like peanut butter. I think it makes it more filling, and then you can pour more syrup on it. I think it just adds. It gives some protein. It makes me be a little bit more full after I finish.
It sounds like the next step from just eating gum in the morning, like swallowing because of how sticky it is. Like
You get some
the
syrup,
peanut
you get
butter,
some
like
syrup.
Oh yeah.
It really balances it out well, because then you got the thick peanut butter, you got a fluffy waffle, and then you got the syrup to like balance it all out. It's really good.
and it's all sugary, like
No. This is like regular peanut butter. This isn't.
no, but like the syrup, like you put syrup over top of the peanut butter, and already peanut butter is not like the healthiest item you can have.
Well, it's better than like at least I'm getting some protein. It's not just syrup and waffle.
Which is why I just do waffle. Take out the syrup.
You're starting your day with nothing. No.
Because then you can eat like 4 or 5, and it's like good.
I don't know about that. Anyways,
All right,
that
we'll
was a
move
good
on.
debate. I think we all have different opinions on it.
Yeah.
I'll move on to yours, Toby,
I think
because I'm
everyone
curious
does
to
it
hear yours now.
All right, so my hot take is that it's a little bit political, but it's that the Electoral College is actually a good thing. I think it balances everything out well. Obviously, you get a couple instances where the more popular candidate doesn't win the election, but it tends to be very close. It gives all the states a much more equal playing field. Now, maybe it takes away some individual voter like necessity or value, but it also I believe allows candidates. It forces candidates to go to every state and campaign everywhere instead of just major populous cities that would win them the election in the first place.
That's a fair take. Like, I mean, I'm one that doesn't really like to look at politics as much, just because, especially when I was younger, I was like, I don't want to have to get in all of that. You know, every single thing or most things you see in the news is all like negative, because that's how you get viewers. So for me, I never really looked into it, but now that I'm like older and I'm starting to be able to vote, I'm like, okay, I started looking into it. And I've heard that argument where it's like, oh, but they're a bigger state, and if they had more vote, then this person would have won. But I mean, like, I would agree with what you're saying. I mean, your argument sounds really good because it does allow those. You don't forget about the Rhode Islands or the like Hawaii, because even Hawaii is like a little bit smaller of a state. But I don't know. What do you think?
I think you lost me at Electoral College.
Fair enough.
You lost me at
That's a fair
Electoral College.
take.
I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm not too big in the politics myself. The most politics I know is Donald Trump being in jail. So that's as far as I get into it. So I try to stay out of it as much as possible. So
East Electoral College, I started thinking AP Gov from 10th grade. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, 2 votes. And then that was about as far as I got.
Yeah, there
but,
we go.
But I definitely understand your take. I think it's a good take.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's one that most people would disagree with.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you have people that are heavy into politics, I feel like you would
Yeah.
have a very good debate between
Yeah.
that.
Also, kind of depends on what party you support, but either way,
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually don't know which way it leans.
We have no idea. We never know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this one. I want to see Keano.
Yeah.
All right,
First
yeah.
hot take debut.
Hot take
See what
debut.
you got.
This is my hot take. I feel Chick-fil-A is humongously, very indespicably overrated. And here's why. You go to Chick-fil-A Monday morning. Let's paint this picture.
Okay.
You could either get a spicy chicken biscuit. You can get a regular chicken biscuit, right? The chicken biscuit may do a wonder. It may not do a wonder. It may put you in the bathroom. It may not.
Yeah, we don't know.
But just think about that nice chewy bite. Garbage. Absolutely garbage. So then you go from you go from that chicken biscuit, okay, and then you get your chicken sandwich, maybe, all right, spicy chicken sandwich, maybe deluxe. You know, add a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of tomato. You know, add $1 worth of bacon on there, which is only 3 pieces. Now, Chick-fil-A and Hendricks Hall, y'all be cheating me on that bacon. Y'all be cheating me on that bacon, okay? I don't even think it's real pork. It tastes like beef. Anyway.
Just slice. Oh my gosh.
It tastes like beef. It ain't even real.
Overrated frauds right now.
It ain't even real. It ain't even real.
Imagining all this.
Yeah,
and you
but
said
okay,
that.
back to this Monday morning, right?
All right.
All right, so you get that Chick-fil-A sandwich, whatever it is, and you wait 15 minutes, because obviously it's 8 a.m. Chick-fil-A's not gonna have that ready. And me and my buddy at work, we always go there, but we get so sick and tired of it. Sometimes it's consistent, sometimes it's not, but once you eat it to the point where it's just like, man, I'm just getting the same thing. And then they had this new pimento chicken sandwich, right? Honey pimento sandwich. Trash. Let me tell you, it's $10 worth of nothing. Even Snow White could have had another evil apple and took another bite of that before she ever took a bite of that honey pimento sandwich.
I love that comparison.
Chick-fil-A is so overrated. I'd eat the evil apple. I would. I really would before I
Bite the bullet. That's what you're doing. You're biting a bullet.
I
before you
I
go.
would really do that. I wouldn't go as far as saying that Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A because obviously it's not. But Chick-fil-A is just too consistent in my eyes. They don't come out with anything else. Like the honey, what is a honey? Who thought of that? Who thought of that?
So who's your number one like fast food?
Fast food?
He's gonna say Chick-fil-A. Watch.
It's gonna be Chick-fil-A.
No. So see, here's the thing. If you haven't been down in the South, we have a lot of interesting, unique, opportunistic restaurants, such as Zaxby's or like Bojangles.
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's is actually.
Bojangles Southern.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Bojangles.
Really?
It's rated in like North Carolina, I think, right? And it kind of like goes a little
Virginia
bit into
has
South Carolina.
some Bojangles.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's as far. Burger King is absolutely disgusting. Actually, in Anderson, South Carolina, Burger King just like caught on fire. So that's how bad.
Wow.
It deserves to
It wasn't
rot.
in my town, but it was Bob Evans, the pancake, the toaster. Anyway, go ahead.
My top fast food might just have to be Zaxby's. It doesn't.
Fair choice.
It doesn't have a good chicken sandwich. Obviously, it has some good fries. It has some good qualities. It's not too consistent all the time though. But I'd take Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A any day.
Is it like more variety?
No,
'Cause I've never been to a Zaxby's. I don't think. I've never been to one.
It's strictly chicken.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think Chick-fil-A is overrated. I think it is solid. Like I would take it over like a McDonald's most of the time. I think if I'm looking for a chicken sandwich, I think it's solid. But it's just not all that. It's a much better fast food restaurant than I think a lot of places. It doesn't always put you in the bathroom for a long time as a place like Taco Bell might. It's not all that. Like you get some off days. It's just not like, oh my goodness, this is the best thing I've ever eaten.
I don't know, I'm like looking at Chick-fil-A and I don't see it as overrated because I'm like, oh, but the food's really good. But if you like really look into it, it's obviously chicken, but it's like it's only chicken. There's not a lot of variety. I didn't even think about that.
I would take a spicy Bojangles chicken sandwich over the spicy.
Their biscuits, their spicy chicken biscuits.
Oh, the Cajun biscuit is something to die for.
I had that at a tailgate and it wasn't even warm. It was just good. It was just really good. But like, I don't know. I feel like for the variety in their menu for Chick-fil-A does not match the amount of attention they get. I think that's where you're coming from, and I completely see that because every Chick-fil-A you walk into is packed, absolutely out the door.
Annoying.
McDonald's does the same things. It's not as high of a quality and maybe not as nice people, but it's like the exact same thing. But you actually with more variety because they have burgers. It's just very interesting to see that, or even a Burger King if you look at it, or like a Chipotle or Taco Bell. Like Chipotle is probably the only one that can battle.
I personally don't like putting Chipotle in the fast food vein. I think it's too high quality.
Is it like a Subway?
I think it is more like a Subway than that. Man, maybe it's because it's not burgers or chicken sandwiches, but I don't think Chipotle deserves to be in the same vein.
Well, maybe if you look at like a Raising Cane's or a Zaxby's or who's the other one? I can't remember.
I think
those, like when you look at that compared to Chick-fil-A, I mean it's the exact same menu items.
Yep.
The only difference that for some reason Chick-fil-A has a line of 40 people and Cane's has ups and downs.
They do have
it's very interesting.
They do have the Chick-fil-A sauce, but Raising Cane's does rival that with their sauce.
Their sauce.
That sauce is good.
I can understand the Chick-fil-A sauce craze, but it's not worth it.
And then like sometimes I feel like they're being devilish, real devilish, because they'll give me like a good thick piece of meat, but then. Hey, yo, pause. They give me some chicken, but then they give me two big old buns, and I'm.
This is the best choice. I'm so glad I got
you. You were going for that too. I saw it coming before it came out of your mouth.
It's just too much bread. It's too much bread for that little piece of chicken, and I do not like that. That rooster did not die to be in between two big old pieces of Wonder Bread, and I will stick by that.
So why do you think Chick-fil-A gets so much credit then? That's what I'm curious. Like, it's the same exact thing.
It's a craze.
Because you know what it is?
Is it the cow?
It's media.
Is it the cow?
It's the media.
But you have to shoot up somewhere. Like, where did you shoot up? You have to be known for,
Well,
branding.
It was a lot better than a lot of the fast food restaurants. It's a lot better quality than a McDonald's, than a Wendy's. Like, I will take their nuggets over Wendy's nuggets.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, you take whose?
Quality-wise.
Whoa.
Quality-wise.
Wait, whose?
I might eat.
Whoa,
I
now.
might like Wendy's.
Watch what you say.
But quality-wise, it's better quality than a lot of places.
Yes.
Okay, quality, I understand.
That's fair.
A Wendy's chicken nugget,
They're
spicy chicken nugget,
Oh, I haven't had those.
12 a.m. at night.
Yeah, but Chick-fil-A isn't open then.
Well, Chick-fil-A
It's like saying Cookout. Oh my goodness, Cookout has the most amazing food between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Probably the only.
That's 'cause it's like the only-
Any time other than that, disgusting.
I'm like, that's like a very good point, though, because you also look, and I remember Sundays, people will crave Chick-fil-A, and then all of a sudden it's not there, and it's like
Yeah.
their hours don't match other people, their variety doesn't match others. It's just very interesting to look at that and be like, why do they have such high?
Everywhere.
They
Like
are.
everywhere.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It's like crazy.
Yeah.
I just understand the hype. Obviously, we talked about it, but just too. I don't understand.
It's probably a bad rep because I did just buy Chick-fil-A, like,
Yeah,
like literally 5 minutes before the show, I have it in my bag.
And their fries. We don't even. We don't even.
Wow,
talk
okay,
about
whoa.
The fries,
They're not incredible, but they're solid.
that. Okay.
would you take those fries over McDonald's?
No.
You'd rather have soggy fries than waffle fries?
Dude, McDonald's fries, there's something about them, man.
Hey, they put a real
salt
good
on them?
jiggly wiggly in my tummy. But I take Zaxby's fries. I take Bojangles fries. I take McDonald's fries over Chick-fil-A. any day.
Yeah.
Really?
You got.
I feel like it depends on if they're salted. If Chick-fil-A is,
Chick-fil-A sometimes misses.
that's
their
the
fries
one
big
thing they're not
time.
consistent in, is fries.
They do
Somehow they're
sometimes
not
miss
consistent in fries.
Big time.
They give you plenty of sauce though.
Yeah. No,
Oh, they give you a ton
I
of sauce.
do enjoy the sauce.
It might not even be
Except
the
for sometimes they're low on sauce and they limit it to 2 per order.
I know, that's what I got limited to.
Yeah.
But sometimes they like make up, they'll give you a lot of sauce, but they won't always be accurate. Like I'll ask for honey mustard, I get like ketchup. Like they just don't add the right thing.
Yes, for honey mustard they give you.
It's like honey mustard is ketchup, barbecue sauce is Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just go with it. But
Get what I gave you. Hey, yeah, it's terrible.
good.
that's crazy. All right, we're gonna move on to the next segment. That was like a fun segment because I was not expecting that at all. So we got a new segment coming in. We call this one 4 to Score. I just thought of it. I felt pretty impressive with myself when I thought of this up. But anyway, so basically the whole point of this segment is I give you guys 4 different topics. They're 4 different items. I'll give you one at a time, and I want you guys to score it on a scale of 1 to 4. 1 being this item, this object, this animal, whatever, is awful. 4 being whatever it may be,
Do we have to rank
is
them or
awesome.
can we give like all
It's
4?
one by themselves. Like I'll give you one at a time and you guys will go.
alright.
So we'll see after this first segment. So this first segment, the first topic I'm going to give you is omelets. So omelets in general, how would you rank them? Are they 1, which is awful, 2, which is like eh, 3, which is like not bad, or 4, which is like great? Or like 3 is good or like 4 is great?
Should I go first on this one?
You're more than welcome
Either way,
to.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm interested to hear your take, actually.
Here's my thing with omelets, okay? Omelets is not just a regular thing. You're not waking up on just any random day and making an omelet, okay?
That's fair.
And me, I like to add a little pizzazz to my omelet. I like that extra shrimp, maybe that sausage, a little bit of onion, green peppers, bell peppers, something like that.
Like a little substance into it.
Yeah, you can't make a regular omelet.
Then it's just an egg quesadilla.
Exactly.
It's not looking. It's not looking. It's just an egg quesadilla.
That's pretty much what it is. And my thing is, an omelet is basically egg and ingredients. Okay, so
Yeah.
For me, I'd personally put it at a 2 or a 3. Obviously, omelets are for breakfast. I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal before I sit there and spend 10 minutes making an omelet. Okay?
Now, what if you didn't have to make the omelet?
What if okay?
Kind of like here at Core,
I'm
they make it for
I'm
you.
still putting it at 2. I think maybe it's just something with me and eggs. I don't think eggs are all that great. I think like every once in a while they're really solid. I think they can be good. But I think there's just something about eggs that's always a little bit off. And if I have an omelet like 3 times a year will be the most amazing thing I've ever had. But if I eat it like once every 2 weeks, I'm gonna get sick of it pretty quick.
Exactly.
Really? Like, I'll have it every morning. I like omelets. I'm putting it at like a 3, if not a 4. I think I'm going to lean more towards a 3 because there are better breakfast items. but I like it. I'm not a big egg person. I just like having the mix of the vegetables, the cheese, the meat. Sometimes when you have like ham or bacon or chicken, I knew you were gonna. And so for me, I'm gonna put it at that 3 because I like it. So it's very interesting to hear you guys say like, oh, omelet's not at the top of your list. Because like, what other breakfast food item would you put? Like, what would be a 4 breakfast food item for you?
Oatmeal.
Yeah, a
Really?
really
Oatmeal.
solid oatmeal with some fruit, some like little
Yeah.
bit of brown sugar or something. in
Yeah,
there,
oatmeal. Maybe blueberry and cream, strawberry and cream, peaches and cream,
Yeah.
banana and cream. You know, anything with cream.
Mine's waffles with no syrup.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
Terrible.
Yeah,
We're not going back to that. We're not,
We are not
we're
going
not
back to
going
that.
back to that.
But yeah, so that was the first topic. Our second one,
I would actually put French toast up there in a 4th.
Ooh, I forgot about
French
that.
toast.
French toast in a 4th
Oh my
spot
gosh.
would be something.
No, that's a 5. Okay, French toast is a 5.
French toast I like with syrup. Not gonna
Yes.
lie. Ironically enough, like French toast I like with syrup. French
We're not
toast
going back
is
to
not
this
as good
debate.
with that.
French toast is better. It would be my 4 if you had to give me
I
some.
didn't even think about that. I'd probably put that at 4.
Yeah.
Like in all seriousness, that would be my 4.
Powdered sugar, you know.
Yeah, a little something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
Maybe some strawberries or something.
Yeah, I mean, healthy and then like
nice
unhealthy.
bowl of fruit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Continue.
Cool. I've learned a lot. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next topic or the next item on this list. Bubble wrap. I had a package come in today. Thank you, Mom. You sent it up. I had like towels that I bought like 2 months ago, and they finally came in. And in that was bubble wrap. I'm sitting there talking to my floor mate up there, and I'm like, Peter, what do you think I should add to this list to choose? And he looks down. He goes, bubble wrap. I said, you are genius, because there is so many people that it's either one side of the spectrum or another, I feel like, on bubble wrap.
Well,
So what do you think?
I'm unfortunately right in the middle of the spectrum. I'm gonna put it at a 2 again. Maybe when I was younger, I would have put it a lot higher. It's not as interesting to me now. I also think it's because they're making it a lot more environmentally friendly. So like they don't pop, like they don't do that. Like you know how you used to just sit there and pop it. I haven't gotten any that do that recently, and it's because we're trying to save the darn environment. We got to stop that.
Stop the environment.
Stop saving
Kidding,
the
but
environment.
I want my fun bubble wrap back, not this stupid like
Like what bubble wrap are you talking about? The big ones? Or like,
the ones that pop.
because we got the tiny ones.
Oh yeah, that's lame.
The tiny ones aren't bad to me. Like you twist it and you pop it, but I don't know. That's why I was like looking at you guys.
I
I
like
was
the big
seeing,
ones.
and I feel like you got a good
Okay,
take.
here's my thing with bubble wrap.
I knew it. I was like, there was gonna be a good take.
Bubble wrap is okay, but then so it's like putting it in comparison with like packaging peanuts, right? Bubble wrap, the sole purpose of bubble wrap is not to save an item that's fragile. Okay, the sole purpose of bubble wrap, and whoever created bubble wrap, is to pop it once you're done using it, and I rated a 3. I rated a 3.
Respect that. I like that.
The sole purpose of bubble wrap is to pop it.
It's an extra item. It's like a little gift.
Yeah, but it doesn't pop as much now. That's my problem.
It does depending on how you pop it though. Because like if you have a lot of little ones, you have a lot more to pop.
It used to pop a lot more.
Okay, what's your technique in popping the bubble wrap?
Depends how I feel.
Okay.
You can go 1,000 times over.
Or
the,
I like stepping on it.
Oh, okay.
but it doesn't pop as much when you
No,
step
it
on
doesn't. But it used to.
But that's the big one. When it's tinier, like I think like the weight gets
I don't
distributed
think
or whatever.
The small ones are that worth it.
The small ones are fun. It depends on how I feel, because popping one at a time or like 3 at a time gets really tiring, and then sometimes I just like get irritated.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
We
So
did,
I just rip
we
it.
did make fidgets based on this. Like you know those things that have like the little balls that you put. Like that is based
Yeah.
on bubble wrap.
It's like a permanent form of bubble
Yeah.
wrap.
And the perfect technique is to wrench.
Yeah.
It ain't no this. It ain't no.
It's the wrench bag
It's
of the
the
twitch.
wrench.
And then you kind of get the
ASMR. Yeah. That.
I
Sound like
think
yeah.
to me, I'm going probably like a 3.
Okay.
I'm with Keano. I like it.
that's fair.
I think it's fun. When I get older, maybe I won't like it. Maybe I will. I have no idea. But I always revert back to my 5-year-old self when I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and I open a package and I'm like, bubble wrap, and you just start popping. Like it's just, it brings you back. It makes you feel a little bit more like young inside, I guess, young at heart. I realize that's a better way to say it. But it does get irritating, I'll be honest. That's why it's not a 4 for me.
Yeah.
If it didn't get irritating, when you have a long roll, like this big, if it's small, it's not bad, but when you get a long, long roll, it gets so irritating to pop, because then for me, I at least want to pop everyone. It's what the satisfaction is. And then you sit there and you're going through it, and then you don't know if you got all of them, and then you just like throw it away. So that's why it's not a 4 for me, but I definitely enjoy it every time I see it. I think that's what I would have.
Fair.
Very enjoyable. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to the next one. This is another food item. This to me is probably one of my more overrated restaurants or business companies.
Okay.
Starbucks. How would you rate Starbucks?
Well, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Really?
Hear me out. Well, one, I'm a Seattle native, not a Seattle native. My parents are Seattle natives. I used to live there. Complicated story. I feel like I have a connection to it, ish. I don't like it. I don't get it all that much, but I want to rate it high for that. Also, they do have good drinks. They have very solid drinks. Their food is very good. It's just wildly overpriced, so that's why I never get it. I go when my grandparents will buy it for me. 'Cause they go all the time.
Shout out to the grandparents.
But yeah, thanks, grandparents. You're like the highest reward members there, so that's pretty awesome. We love it when you guys come. I love it when I get it. It's just not worth it. But they're genius. They're a business, and they're getting kids and a lot of adults to pay a lot of money for stuff that costs them 30 cents to make. So I think it deserves a 4 as a business.
But like you shopping there is my thought. Like if you're going as like a Starbucks in general, like to me,
as a Starbucks in general, it's a 3 because it's a 4 for stuff and it's a 1 in terms of price.
that's fair. Okay.
So me and Starbucks have a little bit of beef right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get into this. I will rate Starbucks a 2, just based off of purely the drinks. I had an interesting run-in with a drink too, so I'm gonna get to that. But man, their breakfast items are absolutely dog water. I mean cane corso, I mean a pit bull, golden retriever, Labrador, all mixed in one. Okay, I got a muffin one time, and you know how advertisements, like you see those videos where advertisements show their background or what they're actually doing to make the food look quite interesting. Well, this muffin was quite uninteresting, right? The muffin on the screen was about yay big, something you might get at Daniel Hall, the POD market.
Yeah, all the big.
Nah, man, this muffin was as small as this marker. I mean, just about that. And you know what makes it even worse? It wasn't even warm. They gave me a cold muffin.
Like it was out of the fridge.
It was a cold muffin. I could have threw that muffin at their window and completely obliterated their window.
You bit it and you had to go like that. You broke a tooth type
My
of thing. You
tooth
chipped a
came
tooth.
out. My tooth literally came out eating that muffin. I mean, you might as well pop it like a pill, and then it's just gonna get stuck in the bottom. It's like a cannonball. Put it in the cannon, shoot it, boom, knock somebody.
It's a lethal
out.
weapon at this point.
Lethal weapon. Mike Tyson got nothing on a rocket-shotted muffin. Okay, but then here's another thing. They had this passion fruit lemonade. Disgusting.
Oh, it's
tried it.
Absolutely cat milk. Okay, we had the dog water.
Now we got the cat milk. We gotta get the
cat
pear.
milk for $8, and you get it full of ice, so you get about that much drink too, right?
Oh yeah, and I absolutely despise it. Now me and Starbucks have good run-ins. We have bad run-ins. Passion fruit lemonade was not my thing. The muffin was not my thing, obviously.
Hold on. Did you like walk out of Starbucks with your little Starbucks cup
Okay, what size?
and a pink little drink?
What size drinks do y'all get though?
Dude, the biggest ones. That's worth it.
I think it
That's the
depends.
only way to make it worth it.
I think typically I'd probably go for like a medium.
Yeah. I think it's called like a grande, about that
It's
big.
tall, venti, grande, and there's another one. It's like bigger than grande.
I'm trying to remember what the second one is. That's why I think
thought it was
Grande.
venti.
I think grande.
Is that the grande?
Is it tall,
That's the-
grande, venti?
I think it's
then-
something like that.
Shoot.
But I get grande, obviously, because it's about yay big. But
Yeah.
$5 ain't nothing.
That's insane.
$5 for that. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, there was this one time, I got this grande ice white mocha. It was me and my buddy. We at work. We went to go to Starbucks, and I told him put one ice cube in it. It was a venti cup, and I told him to put one ice cube in it with extra caramel drizzle. You know what Starbucks actually did, and they came in clutch with this. They actually put one ice cube in there.
Really?
And you got the most bang for your buck.
No, it was still disgusting because it wasn't even cold.
As for one ice cube, expects it to be like freezing.
Because my thing was, why am I not getting enough drink, and why is the ice cube and the drink ratio so terrible? So I told them,
So they can make money.
Oh, so you're trying to like do the whole ask for less and they still put more but not as much
but
type of
instead
thing.
they gave me 3/4 caramel drizzle, and that drizzled down my throat. I had to get some water after that. I had to get some water.
All right. To me, if I'm looking at Starbucks, it's I think it's similar to your take. I mean, I'm going lower than you. I'm going to 1.
Okay.
I think it's practically awful, but in a combination. They have decent food. I'm not a big coffee drinker either, which is why I also have it as a 1. So bias-wise, it's 1. I think overall, if I wasn't biased, it'd be like a 2. But let's make it fun. So I'm gonna make it biased. So I say a 1. Their food's nothing special. I could get that at a Giant, at a Walmart, something like that, for much less money, or a lot less money. And in all fairness, because I don't like coffee, there's not a lot of items after that other than water, which I could go.
They make a killer hot apple cider with some caramel drizzle and some whipped cream and then some cinnamon on top.
But that's like one drink
It's
that I could get.
amazing.
But I don't
They
want to
also
get.
make a good iced chai latte.
But that's like you said, that's like getting an omelet every single day. Like that's not something I would do. Like every time I go there, I'd get the same one.
If
To me, I just don't.
If you went up to people who went into Starbucks, they are getting the same exact order every single day until the pumpkin spice comes back out.
Yeah, then it's a whole shift.
Oh boy.
But to me, it's like I just think it's very severely overrated. I think it's like Chick-fil-A. There's nothing special. Maybe like the flavors are different, but anyone can make a flavor. So there's nothing special about it. You have to get all this attention.
Oh yeah, no.
It's literally the Chick-fil-A of coffee drinks or like
It's
drink shops.
consistent though.
I would say it's more consistent than Chick-fil-A.
It's consistent.
But I still would give it a 1. I just don't.
They get people to buy it. That's my thing. I don't know how they did that. People are paying $7 for a drink that
It's
big.
insane.
But people pay for it.
We have a Rise Up back home that's like, it can be a little bit expensive. They have really good hot chocolate, like frozen hot chocolate, but I don't get it every day.
Starbucks has terrible hot chocolate. I'll give you. It's like super rich. It's just like.
I'd rather go to Rise Up, to be honest. Rise Up's a lot better to me. It's like
I
don't know what that
it's one back home. It's like very low. But it's like, they get like the hot chocolate and they make it, it's like a frozen, well, it's more or less like a chocolate milkshake made with like hot chocolate. So it's essentially,
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
it's like really good. And like I had it in the winter one time. It was just that good. And it has like chocolate drizzled down the cup. You get like caramel on top, whipped cream. It's good.
That sounds
It's like
really good.
incredibly good. So I would rather go there. I mean, that's me. I just think Starbucks has way too much attention, and I think that it's just overrated for the price they make you pay, the size you get, and the items they provide or like allow you to possibly buy is too much. So I give it a 1. So I'm gonna move on to our last item. This is like probably one of my favorite ones to talk about. And so we're thinking we want to make this a diverse list, right? So we got our food, we got our object, we got our restaurant / company or / business type of thing. This one we're gonna hit the animal side.
Oh God.
So rank,
Okay.
scale this animal from a 1 to 4. Sloths.
4.
Didn't even finish their word. You said it faster than a sloth can move. Sloth couldn't even hit the button before.
Nope.
Why do you say a 4 for a sloth?
Dude, it hangs out all day. Literally hangs upside down. That's
That's it.
sick.
And it moves like 6 inches a year.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no point. Like, what's the point of it on Earth?
Because it looks cool. It sounds cool.
A sloth makes a noise?
Does it?
No, I meant like it sounds like it just hangs
Sloth?
out.
Oh, I was like,
It sounds like slug, where it's just like a
Dude,
greasy
it
little.
What do we all wish we could do all day? Sit on our couches and do nothing.
But then when people have the opportunity, do they do it? Not usually. They get too bored.
I know a lot of people that do it.
If you didn't have a TV, a sloth doesn't have a TV. They just watch the wilderness.
Yeah, I would do that.
They
That's
watch
like
the grass grow.
people
They
pay-
literally watch the grass
people
grow.
pay thousands of dollars to go on safaris to see what sloths see every day.
Yeah, but sloths see it every day. People see it for an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like sloths are depressed. You know, just sitting there in one spot, just watching the same lion pace back and forth before they meet their doom. Okay.
Like, how do they escape?
They're actually vicious creatures. They got like big old claws that like will cut up just about anything.
But it
And
takes-
they're out of reach. They can stay away from like leopards and stuff and like lions and stuff, and they're good at surviving.
But it's like, don't they take forever to attack?
They move quicker than people think. Like they don't always move
Not as they show. Yeah.
at this pace, but they are pretty slow.
So you're giving
I
them a
just think
4.
it sounds like a sick lifestyle.
As a college, as college student, we all think it's like pretty sick to just be sitting around doing nothing. But Keano, what do you rank them? I scale them.
I'd say, just based off animals, where they live, I'd say a 2. You don't really hear too much about sloths, so you don't hear that much about them. I don't know what his neighboring community is. I don't know what race it is. I don't even know if they have genders.
That is true.
Have you ever seen a female sloth?
Zootopia? Or was that a dude? Might have
No,
been
there was a
dude.
girl and a dude.
Yeah. And
They were accountants, too.
They were pretty funny.
They were smart.
They worked at the DMV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought those were pretty funny.
So me personally, I just rate them a 2. Okay, I just rated it 2.
I'm kind of leaning towards that way too, because like, yeah, on the outside you look at it and it's like, oh, it's cute, it's cuddly, it hangs out, it chills out. But then you got to really think about it. What does it do? What's the purpose of it?
Exactly. There isn't
I don't get
one.
that.
There isn't one.
And besides
That's
the
what's
cuteness, the
beautiful
only
about
reason
it.
why they're not a 1 is because it's cute. Like, when you get to the depth, just like Keano said, we don't know its environment. We don't know how many types there are. Like,
Probably 1, maybe 2.
is there like an Australian sloth and then like an American sloth?
I think there's a sloth.
It's just a sloth?
It's a sloth.
Like, who walked up and said, I'm gonna call that thing a sloth?
Dude, what else would it be? It's a sloth. Look at that thing.
What would you call?
It's a sloth.
Yeah. It's just a sloth.
It's like the perfect word for it. It's just like, imagine it's just hanging here. You're like, dude, what's that sloth thing hanging there? Oh, it's a sloth. What are the odds?
What are you gonna do with it? Like, that's
Nothing. It just hangs out there.
just gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine that lifestyle. Maybe for like a week, but like day in, day out, you just watch the grass grow.
No, they move. Birds.
You sound like Bob Ross, or what is it? Is that the artist, Bob Ross?
Yeah. Antelope. No, I'm just saying it.
You just wanted to find a way to say that into the. You just wanted to say it.
Yeah,
It's like one of those words of the days that you gotta use.
That was my goal, to use antelope sometime today. So got that one down.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, so now that we know what sloths really don't do, we're going to move on to our last segment. We've done this before. We called it Real Picks. It's a 4-round draft. I'm very excited for this. We decided to choose to do a beverage draft, and so we made a few guidelines. The beverage draft will be, you can pick like Coke and Sprite, so like different types of soda, but you can't pick Coke and Cherry Coke.
Could I specify that I like cherry Coke better than regular Coke?
Absolutely. You just like, if you pick Coke,
Yep.
you or someone else cannot just pick Cherry Coke again.
Fair enough.
Like, as an
Fair
option.
enough.
Okay.
So for this, I'm going to give the new guy, Keano, I'll give you the first overall pick in our draft. So we have the whole board. What are you going with?
Okay. With the first pick of the 2023 drink beverage draft, I select sweet tea out of the southern parts of the United States. And here's why.
I love that call. That is a great call.
Sweet tea
Very cool.
I don't like the pick, but yeah.
is amazing, you northerner.
I'm not a big sweet tea guy.
Sweet,
Yeah, neither am I.
That's why I'm saying it.
sweet tea soothes my soul. You know how you go to church and you get all that goodness of Jesus Christ and everything? You go to a restaurant and you get a good old sweet tea from Dirty Dan. Sweet tea with extra sugar, a couple of ice cubes, a little cold glass with a straw. Now you better not be drinking out of the regular cup, you dirty heathens. You better be drinking with a straw. And I mean, you light sips, not no long.
Because if you get too much of it, it doesn't taste good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get that little powder that comes with it, and I don't like that. I don't like that
You
cough.
don't want to cough. You're drinking, so you don't have to cough.
Exactly. So that's why I pick sweet tea. Sweet tea is real consistent. If you get it from like places like Washington D.C. or Maryland or somewhere like that, obviously they're not gonna have the best. They think sweet tea is unsweet tea, and I might as well backhand slap the waiter to $10 So with that, I pick sweet tea.
I love these.
I can't believe this didn't go off the board round one, pick one. But with the second pick in the 2023 beverage draft, I'm going with the classic. I'm going with the one that you need to have on your team to survive. Going with water.
What? That is like such like the bear. It's a good safe pick. Like, it's a safety pick. That is one that was projected in the first round.
Think about, you're out there, you're playing football, you're playing soccer, you're playing baseball, you're in the heat, you're doing stuff, you're exercising. What do you want when you finish? You're not thinking, oh, give me a nice sweet tea right now. I want an ice cold cup of water. I want to be able to drink it. I want to be able to dump it on myself. I want water. Give me water.
One thing about water,
It's a safe pick.
it makes me thirsty. Water makes me thirsty.
That's impossible.
What?
No, water
That's
makes
impossible.
me thirsty. I mean,
Scientifically, that's impossible.
Keano defies science.
African Americanly, that is impossible. Water makes me.
I don't know.
No comment.
Yeah. You got no comment for this side.
You win.
What?
He gives up the joke. I didn't even get a pick. We're just done. We're just go.
Water
Walk off, cut the
makes me
scene.
absolutely thirsty. Parched to the highest degree. H2O gives me a pH balance of 1, and I don't know what that is. Okay? Water makes me absolutely thirsty. Sick to my stomach. Can't stand it. The only water that I need is from the toilet after the catches a dude. Water just makes me thirsty. Go on.
I gotta think about what I want to pick now. I'm like, all of a sudden, I gotta look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I could go a lot of different routes.
Water makes me thirsty. I'm crying.
I could have went with the obvious ones, like the breakfast one, like milk, orange juice.
Milk would have been an insane pick. That would have been worse.
I could have went with lemonade. I could have went with soda.
All right. Yeah.
I'm going with one that I absolutely love to have on a nice hot day, a milkshake.
Okay.
I'm going milkshake as my round one. And the only reason why I do that is because we're doing a snake draft, so I get a second pick.
It's not a beverage. I mean, it is,
You
but
drink it.
You drink it.
It's not a go-to. It's not in my.
It's not about go-to beverage, about a beverage.
It's not in my top 5 beverage.
I think you went very, very
Abstract.
abstract with this. And
I
I like
reached it.
that.
I reached
It's
it.
interesting. I mean, I do love a good milkshake. I just don't know if I'd be able to put it in my top 5. But let's hear your.
I'm
second
going
pick.
that for like my sugary,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
sweet
Let's
drink.
hear your second.
That's my sweet.
Yeah,
treat.
let's hear your second pick.
My second. Wow.
Yo.
Dude is like irritated with the
Let's go.
milkshake.
Let's hear.
All right.
Let's hear how you back this up.
If I had to go with the second one, I'm gonna go Sprite. I like a good Sprite.
Okay.
That's just me. I think a good soda would to have in there. I like Sprite. So milkshake and Sprite is what I went with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sprite's a very, very safe choice.
Yeah, very
I would,
I feel like I had to rebound
I'd
from my
agree with
from my milkshake
yeah,
a
you
little
had to
bit.
rebound. You had to come back with a strong
Milkshake was the strong, like, he's the one that if in a few years he will be the top choice. But right now, you have to develop him.
Make those picks first round.
You can. If I'm late in the round and I got back-to-back picks,
All right.
I can make a safe pick and a reach pick.
I think with that pick right there, milkshake, that is the comparison of Bryce Young. Everybody thought it was good until it wasn't, until they put him in that predicament.
Yeah.
You put that milkshake in the predicament of a winner, you're done. Finessed.
I'm just saying, I'd take a nice milkshake over sweet tea any day.
But Sprite is good.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sprite's a good pick. I feel like it's a good safe pick.
All right.
Or
Round
water.
2, I'm gonna go with another safe pick. Just a really, really solid soda. You know, has some of the best commercials out there by far. Fanville. Got to go with my boys, Dr. Pepper. We're locking it in.
All right, that's a good.
It's the best soda.
I don't think it's the best soda.
It's the best soda.
Would you like to explain to the viewers why you picked that?
Yeah.
soda.
Like out of all sodas,
Good.
every soda you can do,
It's
you
just
pick.
good. It's good. It's different. It's got its own flavor. It's not a Coke versus Pepsi. Give me a Dr. Pepper. I like the feel of the Dr. Pepper can in my hand over a Coke can. Something about that maroon. I just really like it. Now, not South Carolina. We hate those. But like the
Don't you dare
Fanville-
finish that
Yeah,
sentence.
University of South Carolina, get out of here. But Fanville, something about it. It's game time when a Dr. Pepper gets cracked open in my hand. I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Well, with Dr. Pepper, the prescription is terrible. Okay. So with mine, number 2 pick in the 2023 beverage draft, I, Keano Smith, select Coke, Coca-Cola. All right. Not no cherry Coke, not your vanilla.
It's like a Mitch Trubisky type pick.
Don't be devilish.
Well, like you think it's good, but it's not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's like it's got competition that's the exact same as it.
11:55 p.m.
Pepsi's more of the Mitch.
Monday night.
That's fair.
You're doing homework and
Coke
you
is
get
a
up to
big
go to the
cutlet.
fridge, you're getting a Coca-Cola.
That is fair. It's the first one you think of. Like when you think soda, you think Coca-Cola.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
and then
But that doesn't mean like when I think football, I'm thinking Tom Brady. Actually, that's a bad example.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, Coca-Cola is the Tom Brady of sodas.
Yeah.
Like that is exactly what it is.
yeah, I mean it's just
It's
that
very solid.
It had a rough pass.
that sensation when you're just like I mean, it just fills me with life.
I just think it's tough, like that bottom half of the can. I don't always enjoy as much as I would another soda.
Maybe you're not drinking it fast enough. Obviously, you're supposed to drink it in like 10 minutes at least.
Fair enough.
It's called Coke.
It's a very solid pick. I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out throughout.
But which Coke do you go for? Like I used to not be a flavor Coke guy.
Yeah,
but then all of a sudden I came here and I really like cherry Coke.
I go with the original.
Nah.
You go with the original.
I go plain flat original. You're
No
not.
diet, no zero.
Do I look fat to you? Do I need to be on a diet?
I'm just saying, some people like zero and diet over Coke.
Well, obviously, yeah.
just
Diet is not.
chemicals.
Diet is not a.
I'm just saying, I didn't know if you had a preference. Because like I was, but I always used to drink Diet Coke or Zero, Coke Zero.
Oh really? No.
I don't need no diet in my life. I don't need no zero in my life. I need that bad boy Coca-Cola on my side, right here. Make it happen.
It's going to be sponsored by Coca-Cola. Please call us.
so.
Please sponsor me.
Sponsor Tigervision. Be for real, sponsor. Be for real, select Coca-Cola today. Like, that's going to be the thing. We're going to have like our channel side. But I like that pick. I think that's a safe pick. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's like one step above like Sprite, because Sprite's like known but not as well as Coke, and Coke's a good pick, especially in the second round, like late second round.
Yeah, that's a good pull.
Yeah.
That's a good pull. All right, you got
So you got your next one, your snake draft.
Okay.
Where's he going with?
My third pick in the 2023 beverage draft. I select. This is a little bit controversial. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Mountain Dew.
Great pick. Great pick.
Mountain Dew. Home run, sinker, touchdown,
Yep.
fourth quarter, 4th and 1.
Great pick.
Basketball, 3-point, Stephen Curry.
Great pick.
Mountain Dew. And there's different types, Brian, okay? You got the blue kind, which is voltage.
That's absurd if you like that.
No. Don't do that to me.
A blue drink, a blue soda.
No, it's voltage and it just hurts my soul. There's a red one, forgot what it's called. It's kind of good, but the original comes to be the first one that I always think of. Mountain Dew. Green. Give it to me. Lock it in.
That's kind of controversial though, because you got a Pepsi topic, which is Mountain Dew, and then you got your Coca-Cola. They're gonna.
I think that's a very fair pick.
Oh, it's a very fair pick. I'm just saying, if you want to think about chemistry throughout the team,
good point.
I have a little bit of.
It don't matter. We got a little bit of everything.
We brought.
I like it. I don't know. Mountain Dew to me has always been like a little over. I just don't like this flavor as much. I don't know overrated because they don't get enough. I feel like Dr. Pepper would be more overrated than Mountain Dew, in my opinion. If you were to compare the two, only.
Anyways.
Compare the two only.
Anyways.
If you were to compare the two only.
The next pick is in.
Well, we can hold off. I'd say between those two, if you were to compare just those two, I'd say Dr. Pepper's more overrated than Mountain Dew. But I like the pick. I really like the pick.
Okay. I like a little bit.
I respect the pick.
I like a little bit of Mountain Dew on my side every once in a while.
That is fair.
I
fair.
probably would have taken it next if
Okay.
you hadn't taken it. But we're
would've.
actually going to go a different direction here. We're going to move away from the sodas.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with what we just talked about, coffee.
Oh.
I don't like it. I hate it personally. But if I'm looking to build a popular team and a good, solid roster, think about how many people wake up in the morning and the first thing they have to do is get coffee.
So you picked up Johnny Manziel.
No.
That is the Johnny Manziel, right? Like
You have the world
Popular but not good?
The world relies on coffee. A lot of people love coffee. I just don't personally like it. It's not my plain style.
I mean,
But
it stains your teeth, first of all.
Huh?
It stains your
it
teeth.
does, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
No, it definitely stains your
Oh
teeth.
yeah, no, it absolutely does.
Yeah, it looks like corn nuggets at the end of the day.
But it's what at least the United States relies on. So many people are so heavily addicted to it. It's a must-have. If you took coffee away, our world's going ballistic.
No, because then the good people will ride. I'm joking. No, there are no good people. Coffee is good. Like I just think for me, it's
It's
overrated.
not for me, yeah, but I think.
I like the way you're
I think in
thinking.
terms of all beverages, it's a very important.
I like the way you're thinking. You got your Dr. Pepper, which you got the sport fans. You got your coffee, which you got pretty much everyone else in the world.
And we got the water for everybody.
That's just a bland pick. That's like an offensive
Yeah,
line.
it is.
That's like an offensive lineman. Like that's like,
need waterman-
hey, we got offensive lineman in the first round. Like
you
it's,
need that left tackle.
it's important.
You need that left tackle to keep your quarterback alive.
I think more like a center. Like it's important. It's used every play, but it's not. You know,
I don't know.
I think I'm.
I like that.
The
I like
flashy.
the water being the center.
he's
You
the
need it
center.
Every play.
You
but-
got the center. The coffee's like the quarterback. It's famous. The Dr. Pepper's like the wide receiver. You know, you run out.
Yeah,
It's the star.
we're gonna build a good defense right now with our next pick.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go on. I'm going to go back to the sodas because I'm kind of shocked it dropped this far. I'm going to go with root beer. I really like root beer. I'm a big root beer
pick.
guy.
It's a great pick.
Ooh.
I would take root beer. I used to be so big on Barks root beer. Like, it was so good.
It's the only thing I drink.
I just haven't drank it a lot as much now because I haven't seen it. I think it is in the
Yeah,
dining
it's
hall.
in
though.
one dining hall. It's in the core dining hall. It's in the back left corner.
I gotta try it now. But that one, I would have. I always liked it. I always really liked it. I thought it was underrated.
Are you drafting Mug or Bangs?
I'm going Barks.
Or A&W?
Well, all of them are the same.
Or not?
If I had to go specific, I'd go Barks. I like Barks personally.
Okay, fair enough.
I like Barks personally.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, good character, very good, reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Banks. You're good. You're good. So I'm gonna go root beer, my third pick, and with my final pick in the 2023 beverage draft on Be For Real, Tigervision, Brian Warner's team selects the one, the only, the reliable, lemonade. I'm going lemonade.
Dang it, man.
I like lemonade.
I thought it was gonna slip.
Specifically, I'm going yellow lemonade, just like the normal one. I like pink lemonade. A lot of people drink it. No, I'm not gonna say it. People sell it. I'll say people sell it because I'm not gonna go like little kids sell it. That's a little bit on like the line. I'm going people buy it, people sell it, people drink it.
It's a great
I
draft.
think lemonade's a great pick in the 4th round.
Great.
So I'm gonna wrap up my draft with the lemonade pick.
Great pickup. I think it is truly a great pickup. And I'm just gonna go with the classic morning drink. Something that it has a nickname now. Maybe the nickname isn't great. It's synonymous with another great football player. Maybe not such a great person, but I'm going with OJ.
The lead up to that was impeccable.
It was that I knew where he was going with it.
I'm sitting there like milk, and then he goes football player, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I knew where it was going as soon as he said morning drink.
Oops.
And here's my.
OJ.
Do you like?
I'm not a big orange juice guy.
I'm not a big orange juice guy. No pulp, by the way.
No
Orange juice,
pulp?
No pulp.
I like a little bit of extra pulp in there.
I don't like pulp and lemonade to be honest.
I don't like having hair in my drinks.
Like strings, like you're like sitting there. It's like eating a banana whenever you eat a banana.
I don't
And
want
it's
DNA
like,
strands in my drink.
that is fair. It's like someone didn't completely clean it out. Like I just don't like that. Keanu's dying on set. We got a bunch of people dying. It's been a fun.
My thing, OJ is nice to be put in your mouth. OJ on the field, it may be another story.
Hey, but the glove didn't fit.
So much of this is probably gonna be cut out. Like this is not.
OJ is a good breakfast beverage drink. I am not mad about it.
Thank you.
I think it's a good pickup for the average American, but for
Solid
me, I don't like it.
defense.
It is.
All right, what do you got? Close out the draft.
Okay. For all my athletes, with the 4th pick of the 2023 beverage draft, your coach, Keano Smith, selects Gatorade.
Oh, that's a good
Gatorade.
pick.
Gatorade. Gatorade.
That is a good pick. I
Absolutely.
didn't even think about that.
No, it's a great pick. I thought about it. I didn't want it on my roster, but it's a great pick.
Really?
Gatorade. And I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about just the generic Gatorades. Okay, you got to get that cool blue.
Okay.
That lemon lime.
Dude, the green apple.
The green apple is a sneaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had that one. I gotta try that.
Is a sneaker. And the last but not least, the fruit punch.
The fruit punch.
The fruit punch is good. Always.
The grape's a little interesting. I've had the grape. The
No
grapes.
grape. No grape.
The grape's like eh.
No grape.
Orange is also a little bit eh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But
Like it.
I have to be in a mood to have the orange or the grape, which is sad because I mean Clemson's orange and purple, but like I'd have to be in a mood to drink that.
I'm not a very big grape guy in general, but
Yeah.
but at the same time, I think Gatorade came in very clutch for me to bring this team
I love that pick.
all together, you know. And then everybody drinks Gatorade. There's no way you don't drink Gatorade.
I'm giving that pick like an A-A. That'd be my grade. That's
Yeah,
It's a very
it
solid
just
fourth
snuck
round
in there,
pickup.
and it just so happened to come on my mind during this show. So.
Honestly, this 4th round was like probably our best.
Yeah, it
like
might- it
in all honesty,
It might have been.
we were kind of breaking it in the first one. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you had
Yeah,
a boring
lemonade,
pick.
OJ and Gatorade. Gosh, really rounding it out.
That's funny. That's funny. At least mine's not a criminal. All right, so
Need that electrolyte.
He wasn't a criminal.
well, you can argue it all you want. Keanu, you want to like give us a rundown of your draft before we like head out? We're gonna
Yep.
see
So
who-
with my first pick, obviously I got some sweet tea. Need that Southern in my life. For number 2, I got Coke. Came in very clutch, very strong, very caffeinated, carbonated. You know. Mountain Dew is my 3rd pick. I like the color green. It does something to my soul. And with my last pick, I chose Gatorade for all us athletes. So
Was there a specific color? Or no?
I would have to go with Cool Blue. Cool Blue might be the
that.
best one. Either Cool Blue or Lemon Lime.
That's a good,
like that.
Those are good.
Okay.
picks.
Yeah.
You know, I went with a great draft, in my opinion. We had water off the board, then we had Dr. Pepper, then we had coffee, and then we had OJ. Pretty
All right.
simple.
I like that. That's like a balanced draft.
Yeah.
I think you two had really good balanced drafts. You know, you mix it in. Mine's more of like the sweet. I kind of went for flavor blast. My team's going to punch you. Like just, you're going to know we're there. So I went milkshake first round. You know, sweet, creamy. It was very good. I just think it's a very good. And
Hold
you
it
can
together,
add.
man.
We're always there. My second pick, I went Sprite. My third pick, I went root beer. So I kind of went towards the more of the general public
Pungent side.
soda. Yeah, mine are kind of like the underrated picks. I think the ones that people don't usually think about at first. What?
Continue.
No, I'm talking about like when you think of like if someone were to
Absolutely.
pick like their favorites, it's not usually in their top
Pick the
three.
second best.
Either way, and I rounded out. So it was milkshake, Sprite, root beer, and lemonade. Rounded it out. I feel like these are really good drafts. I have a feeling that I probably lost. Like I don't know how good mine's going to be taken with the public. But for me, I feel like I drafted well, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So with that, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for staying. I think it's like another one of our longest episodes, which I love, and we had like a great time, as you could tell by the many laughs. So thank you guys for showing up. Come back next week. We're gonna have another episode. Hopefully a new segment might be coming out or two. We don't know. So thank you guys. See you later.